This is one of my most requested charts, and for dang good reason. ANKR is ready to go, and let's dive in and I'll show you exactly why. So, on this chart, you guys can see this is the weekly chart of ANKR on the tether pairing. You have a really strong impulse on high volume. This is a very clear impulsive movement upwards. You have a downtrend on low volume. This is indicative of a corrective structure. So an impulse followed by a correction generally is followed by another impulse. Well, we're finally getting a little bit of volume spike. Is this the start of the impulse? We have a really, really good case on the low time frame. So let's dive in, go to the daily chart. So the starters, the first thing I want to look at is the overall 200 moving average. Where is the 200 moving average? This one right here, the slow moving one. We are just now getting above it as we speak. You guys see how close we are. Okay, that's really, really good. We've either been above it, right below it. Either way, we're consolidating right next to the 200 moving average. This is things that you want to see to ensure that we are going to have a continuation upwards. So consolidation along a resistance is bullish, and we've had 3 days of consolidation around the 200 moving average. That's really, really good. Now, the next thing we'll look at are the weekly breakers. Okay, there's one major weekly breaker right here that's really been giving us a pain in the pain in the butt for us. However, we have now broken above with conviction. We don't actually close the day the weekly until 2 days and 21 hours from now. However, this is a really, really good sign. I like seeing it. The 50 EMA on the weekly is also acting as a very strong support level. Once again, love it. Absolutely love it. Now, over here, we're on the daily. We can see that this daily breaker has given us a lot of resistance. You can see broke down from it, came up, tested it, tested it, tested it, went down below, and we came back up here and retested it. This is a really good interaction on this daily breaker. Now, we're currently inside of this one, but I really like the fact that we have reclaimed this level. That's super, super good for us. Now, if I remember correctly, let me find it. 3 day, 4 day. Oh, yeah, we had a really good interaction. I was charting this before. We had a really good interaction over here. And this is something I also like to see. Look what we have on the increase. We have a ton of volume. It's not a tremendous amount, but it's definitely something to take notice of. If you guys are aware of my loom play I had 2 days ago, we had a 70% increase in the span of 30 minutes. And one of the main things that I was looking at was the increase in volume. This has a very similar profile, and I'm pretty dang confident that we're going to get some very bullish movement from ANKR. We're not done. Now let's go to the BTC pairing. And on the BTC pairing, find it real quick, ANKR. There we go. What we're going to look at, start with the daily chart. On the daily chart, you have this breaker. And this breaker has held up really, really well during all this massive movement. You can see how we came down here, tested it, but we've now acted as support and have now rebounded off of it. So this daily breaker holding is a very bullish sign. Now the next thing we're going to look at are these two lines, the purple line and the green line. Each one has had a lot of interaction with. So 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch, bust above, touch from the downside, and touch down here before eventually going to the upside. And this one's from the all-time high down here. Once again, we've had a really good interaction specifically down in this area. So these two trend lines getting broken through get me a lot of bullishness in the market. Now, next thing we're looking at is this daily breaker as well. Oh, let me fix that real quick. There we go. And on this daily breaker, we can once again see a lot of really good interaction has been happening. Test from the top side, broke below it, test from the downside, got back above it, test from the upside. The fact that we've reclaimed this breaker that has acted as a really good support resistance flop, once again, is really bullish, guys. And lastly, the last thing I'm going to talk about on this chart is you have the 200 moving average right here. What level did the 200 moving average, what did the 200 moving average do here? you can see a massive wick, but it held. This is really, really important. That means we have a ton of support in this area, and if it can't drop any further, what direction should it be going next? Up, right? So it can't go down. So what is it going to go? It's going to expand to the upside, guys. This looks really, really good. I'm really happy about the overall structure. I mean, look at this volume. We have no volume over here on this consolidation and the decrease, and we have all this volume on the increase. This looks really, really sexy, guys. So, overall, super bullish on it. I cover ANKR all the time. My live streams and all that good stuff. I have a Discord group. I have an actual section designed for my for ANKR. So it's right there. You join in that section, and I will actually keep you guys up to date on the most recent price action for ANKR. The link is in the description. Make sure to leave a comment. Let me know what charts you want me to look at, and of course, like always, make sure to like the video and of course subscribe to the channel. So that's all I got for you guys. Till the next video, I'll keep you in the know, guys. So I'll see you in the next one, guys. Deuces.